Rui Pinto, the failed Portuguese hacker, at it again, trying to damage the reputation of Manchester City. Now, who is Rui Pinto? I kind of gave you a little bit of an intro there. He's a failed Portuguese hacker. He did manage to hack certain databases within sport, within Manchester City, within the sport, within other sports, within other industries and institutions that have nothing to do with sport, that have landed him in very, very hot water. So much so that he's under threat because of the industries that he's targeted, some of that have nothing to do with Manchester City. I doubt Sheikh Mansour sending out hitmen and assassins to try and take down this Portuguese hacker. But there are institutions that he has attacked in the past that I'm not even going to go into because it's a little bit dodgy, that he has hacked, and it's dangerous. But there is a long list of failures that he has attempted. Well, the hacking was a success. The intention was to extort money or increase his reputation in these situations. An individual is what we're talking about. A mentally unwell individual, which rival fans seem to be leeching onto as some sort of hope to cling on to that. Praise be that hope that Manchester City have done something wrong, all because of this individual. Now, this smacks of a flat earther. It all started with one person claiming the world is flat. There are still today people who are trying to walk to the end of the earth to try and find where it ends. There are still people that claim the moon landing wasn't real. There are still people out there. It comes from one individual. It all starts with the mentally unwell mind of some mentalist who spreads this information, a narcissist usually, who wants to spread this information around the world, and there are people that lap it up because it suits their agenda. Specifically to Manchester City's case, rival fans. They don't want to admit that we are severely better than their football teams. That their goal isn't trying to catch up Manchester City, it's to call us cheats to make themselves feel better so they can sleep at night. Now, Rui Pinto's the one who hacked this information. Emails that were, he's facing allegations of doctoring emails in a separate case as well now, which is unbelievable, really, when you think about it. It's something I've been saying on this channel for quite some time, but this individual is capable of doing such things. Once you're in the door, why not? Why not just manipulate it? Because the whole goal is to extort money and damage the reputation of companies and institutions so you can profit from it, either lucratively or from an image point of view, to try and grow your hacking brand. The guy's just a failure, and now he's landed in hot water and he's got himself into witness protection, and the guy sat there, obviously bored out of his mind, a slow news day where he's got nothing better to do. Going out of his mind like Walter White in season 5, who's got to go up and live in that hut in Alaska because of all the criminal things that he's done, and now he's got to hide away for a bit, but he couldn't hack it. I need to come back. I need to come back and make myself relevant. I need to be relevant somehow. So he comes on to and does this interview with a very low reputable offshore alert publication with a £90 a month paywall barrier behind them, to try and be this publication that unearths the hidden. It's a conspiracy theorists, basically. It feeds the conspiracy theorists, people who believe this nonsense, because this hacker has the ability to hack this information, and some of it, he doctored it, some of it. I'll give you a long list here. So this is a mentally unwell man. There's no two ways about it. Now, he's got a long list of failures in sport. Those football fans, the people who say it's for the good of the game what this man is doing, Ronaldo and Messi, he hacked into the information regarding their taxes and their supposed tax evasion. How did that work out? I'm pretty sure Ronaldo's still playing football and Messi's doing all right as well. No problem. Fail. Facing charges of doctoring hacked emails as well. He was found guilty of attempting to extort £1 million from Doyen Sports investment firm. In exchange for that, he was hoping that he was threatening to publish information that could harm the company's reputation. Doesn't that sound familiar? Sounds awfully familiar, that, doesn't it? And then, of course, the Cass case, he released information that was supposed... you've seen the leaked emails. With not even a header or a footer, just a screenshot of some Word document that any Joe Blogs could type up. It's an embarrassment. It really is. Outside of sport, found guilty of hacking Portuguese Attorney's General Office and a Lisbon law firm in the process. The list goes on and on, but these are the rival fans that are championing this individual. They are behind, they are supporting this man. supporting this man. It's fascinating to me to know that they are so obsessed with Man City being guilty because it goes again, the idea that them being innocent harms the idea that Manchester City are just a better football club and a better football team. That doesn't sit right with them. So they need something to believe. And this is the individual they're hanging their hat on and saying, you go for it, Rui Pinto. You do. I've heard some people say it's God's work. I mean, if that's their God, if God is some criminal, rat-faced, Sonic the Hedgehog, basement-dwelling, Kevin Mitnick wannabe low-life sack of shit, then if that's your God, yeah, have a little pray at night to that God of yours and tell me what you come back with. This guy is a flat earther. He's a moon landing conspiracy theorist. This is one man that has caused all these problems for Manchester City and so many other organisations as well in the process. He is self-obsessed. He's gone into oblivion to be nobody, to be in witness protection. And I mean, if you're in witness protection, he's come out of witness protection to speak on the matter. Now, apparently he's got 5 hard drives with millions of documents that can expose Manchester City and the Premier League. There's other clubs, apparently. He didn't just say Manchester City. He said there was other things, but the main sticking point was Manchester City, which is what he wanted it to be because he knows that's an upcoming case. He's trying to cling on to that. He's trying to remain relevant. That's all this individual is trying to do. So if he wants to go ahead and do this because he's currently serving a 4-year suspended prison sentence for his illegal actions that I've just provided a big long list of, if he wants to go ahead and do that, then one of the stipulations to his suspended prison sentence is hand over all your information that you've illegally obtained. You have to hand it all over. So if he didn't do that then, he's immediately broken the law. He's not allowed to continue in these illegal activities, hence the suspended prison sentence. And if you make one more mistake in doing such thing, you will find yourself in prison officially. Not a suspended prison sentence, in prison. For real. Now, if he's doing this for the good of the game, if he's doing it for God's work, and if it's for the public interest is his intentions, then why put your name to it? Why is he obsessed with putting his name to it? Hi, me, Rui Pinto, the guy in witness protection, wants to get the credit for bringing down Manchester City. If it's in the public interest, you'd hand it over to someone else for them to take the blame. So he can remain anonymous. That would be the goal if it's in the public interest. But oh no, this isn't in the public's interest. It's in Rui Pinto's interests to grow himself. Some little shitbag who's just a failed fucking attempted conspiracy theorist trying to unearth the world's biggest secrets, as if there are. I'm sure there are some secrets out there that could be unearthed. But what he's targeting with Manchester City and the fact that he was employed by Der Spiegel, a German publication, to use this, which were very much in favour of Bayern Munich, who were very much publicly against Manchester City's growth and the incoming of money coming in from the Middle East. And it's just an absolute farce. It really is. So he was forced to hand over all of this information with the fact that he's now proceeding to continue to do this. It's going to land himself in prison. This is a lose-lose situation for him. And really, I just wanted to come on here and just highlight to City fans that there's absolutely nothing to worry about. This is a slow news day. This would be picked up by bigger publications than the Daily Mail and other, like yahoo.com. Do you know what I mean? This would be huge news if this was legit. If this had any legitimacy to it, this would be massive. But it's not. It's just a guy clawing at some relevancy. That's all it is. Absolutely nothing to worry about, Blues. See you in the next one.
This is typical City now.